Welcome to the Angel Stark Show with Damon Means. With your hosts, Angel Starks, and your co-host, Damon Means.
Okay, you guys, so we're going to actually conduct this interview in absence of my co-host, Damon Means. So thank you guys for being here on the Angel Stark Show with Damon Means. We're trying something super new and doing this thing live on the web, meeting you where you're at. So I think it's going to be a good experience. For all of the people that are out there watching, we're going to be interviewing DeMarco, and he is the owner of DeMarco Plays, LLC. And we also have his lead actor, which his name is KJ Dullen, and he is playing the lead role in a brand new stage play that is hitting the stage here in Indianapolis, and we're going to put the dates and everything out, but he is actually playing the lead actor, who is Stuart Pierre. So you guys, thank you so much for being here. We're super excited to hear about it. DeMarco, you put out amazing work, so thank you guys for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Okay, so I want to start out with a little bit of a backstory, DeMarco. So we know that you're doing stage plays, you write, and you do a lot of creative things in the arts. Can you tell us a little bit more, a little backstory about you and what it is that you do?
Yeah, I'm born and raised Chicago. Started my ministry in Philadelphia after leaving Chicago. So Chicago born, Philly taught, man. Philly taught me a lot of things while living there, but Chicago did also. And what I was able to do through those experiences, living in Chicago, living in Philadelphia, was put together some things I've seen in my actual lifetime. In doing so, I wrote productions that are reality-based. I try to write about things that people experience in their life. And I think that's what makes my productions and products so relatable to people, because I try to relate it based upon something that I may have seen or something that someone have experienced it. And I try to at least offer a way out. Sometimes those ways out are not so good, man. But again, life is life. You know, some choices are good. I mean, some choices got to be made, but consequences are sometimes different. So. That's kind of the gist of what it is.
And so you're not new to this at all. How long have you been on this journey of writing plays, stage plays?
I've been doing this for 15 years now. 15 years.
Okay. You're a vet. Is that a vet term? I don't know.
Yeah, no, one more time to catch you.
I said, is that like a vet? You're a vet in the game right now, right?
Yeah, that's what you want to call it, man. Yeah, 15 years, that's some hard times, man. Learning, falling on my face, getting back up, dusting myself off, and learning, man. So this whole thing has been none short of amazing, and it's been educational. It's been very educational.
Yeah, when you're out here on the grind creating, all you do is just learn. Like, I believe that I have learned so much just being an entrepreneur and a creator than I have ever learned in any college class, on any job, in any training on the job or anything like that. And so you just learn so much. So you become so knowledgeable that it's just insane. But before we speak to KJ, I want you to introduce your new stage play, which is Her Lies and His Secrets. Introduce that. What is that about? And then definitely put out the date. Everybody that's listening and watching, pull out your iPads, your cell phones, your calendars, mark this date so that you can make sure that you're there in attendance for the play. So tell us about it.
All right, the production Her Lies and Secret, I wrote it for couples. Someone doing alignment, whether you're married, whether you're single, dating, you hit that moment where you and your spouse or your significant other is challenged in your relationship. Mm-hmm. And it's up to you to say no, or it's up to he or she to say no, they're not going to do it. But that challenge
comes. Are we being challenged with?
Somebody don't try to talk to you and come to you, flirt with you, or trying to get your number. It's going to happen, especially if you are
challenges. Okay.
Person, it's going to happen. It's just life. People going to see you, not knowing that you're married, not knowing that you're single. They're going to come at you, and you have a choice to say, "Listen, I'm gonna not do it." I am going to do it. And in this situation where her lies and secrets, very successful couple. Everything's going well in their marriage until their business really started booming. When their business booming, they don't have time for each other. So their love languages are not being met, which opens the doors for two other people to kind of step in. And the thing about these two other people, they are very handsome young man, very gorgeous young lady, but they have mental health issues, and you can't see that from the outside. So as this couple decide to step out, when they start lying, and cheating, you lie. You lie. I love you. I'm gonna be with you. Blah blah blah. And we got to come. You got to come up to pay for those things you lied about. You got to come and make those things come to pass. Person with mental health issues ain't gonna grasp the concept of that. They don't grasp the concept of, you said you was gonna be with me. You said you was gonna leave her, and then that's when the suspense and thriller come in, when they have to try to pull away from those two sociopaths, and it gets very, very, very interesting in this story. And this is part 2.
I can envision this
part 2.
Like, I'm gonna definitely be in the place. I already put it on my calendar because it's so relatable. It's so relatable. I know so many people. I haven't personally been through it, but I've only been married for 5 years. So, of course, we're like, whatever. But this could happen to anybody. I know people that it's happening on the inside watching. You think this can't be real. So it's going to be so relatable to so many people. If you haven't been through it, somebody that is going through it or have been through it, and you all going to get tested at one point. So I'm going to go and have my notebook, book, and pad and write down what not to do. But yeah, so it sounds super interesting. So let's go over to you, KJ. So tell me about your character in the stage play, Her Lies, His Secrets. Tell me about your character there.
Well, my character is a loving husband. Let's start there. I own a business, Stewart Beer Management Company. Like DeMarco said, this is part 2. So for me, without giving too much, I'm always searching and seeking to love on my wife.
Okay.
And like he also said, our schedules kind of overlap each other. So when I'm free, she's not. When she's free, I'm not. Or whatever the case may be. But every time I see her, it's like I fall in love with her all over again. So I'm always constantly trying to make my move on her.
Okay. So this is part 2 then. So where did I miss part 1? When did part 1 come out?
All right, so part 1 came out. You can speak on the KJ if you want to, please, brother. Go.
That was back in November 10th and 11th, 17th and 18th.
Okay.
At Zahi Studios, just south of downtown, I believe it is.
And it was a stage play, so you already did the stage play for 1, and now we're coming back for a second dose because people just love it so much they were not done.
Yeah, right back. Yeah, part 2 is going to answer a lot of questions on why, and that's going to be answered. We kind of did. It's like a prequel, if you want to call it. It's a sequel, but it's a prequel because it's kind of giving you the reason why everything happened in that story. And I'm gonna tell you, people was jumping in the first one. We really tried to make it like a live movie, and that's what people kept calling it. Was like watching a live film because there's really no break in between play. Like it flows so well. All my plays flow, and people kept calling it a live movie. And thing about it, after the play, I really got a chance to talk with husbands and wives at the end of the show, and they were happy, man, to hear my perspective from what we wrote. Wives, tell my husband this piece, or explain this piece to him, and husbands, tell my wife this. So it was great to open up the dialogue between the two.
So if I have not seen 1, will I be able to, be entertained and be able to catch on if I come and see 2, or do I need to go somewhere and see 1?
Absolutely.
No, you're going to understand it.
I'm going to get it.
Yeah, because it's going to be a moment where we fill you in and catch you up.
Okay.
And whether you've seen the first one or this is your first time, but you definitely, you won't be confused. I don't know how he managed to write something like this and fill it in, but it was phenomenal as I was reading the script. But you won't be confused at all.
Okay. So KJ, how different are you from Pierre as a man? Are you that, is it hard for you to get into that character? Are you normally like, nah, she's tripping, she ain't here, she's out of sight, out of mind in real life? So you have to work really hard to be this loving guy that's pulling, tugging, trying to get this love from this wife that's ripping and running. How different are you guys?
I just think in the world today, period, like you have any relationship, marriage, or just boyfriend, girlfriend, I think it all has its challenges, its ups and its downs. So you're gonna, like I said, experience your challenges. You're gonna have moments where you feel weak, or where you feel like your husband or wife is neglecting you.
Yeah.
And I'm sure anybody of any nice looking stature is gonna have people attempting to pursue them or take their attention away. It's just really about staying strong, and I just think it's honestly, like you just touched on. I think it's honestly something that can hit home for a lot of different people, because it's such a real topic.
Well, again, your character is one person. When I'm in anything, most of the time, my character is not how I am in real life.
Right. Yeah, I definitely
the question is, how different are you in real life from Pierre? Are you that loving guy that's always tugging after the woman and trying to, whatever? Or are you like, nah, she's tripping, I'm good? How different are you from Pierre in real life?
That's
well,
great
I'm
for
always
a joke.
well, I'm always trying to. The one thing I can say that is that's the similarity to me and Stuart Pierre is I'm always trying to set the mood. I'm always trying to get it started. I'm not trying to do the arguing. I'm not trying to let you walk around mad or any of that sort. So, yeah, I'm a lover.
Awesome. So then you went into that role pretty easily. It was pretty easy to play that role.
It was challenging because it was different parts. It was different parts that I had to challenge. That I had the challenge of trying to dig into. If that makes any sense. I kind of don't. I'm trying to tiptoe on what I can say and what I can't say without.
That's okay. You said more than enough. It was just challenging your lover, just like him. So that was that was good.
Puts it into perspective for sure.
So DeMarco, how did you come up with this? Is this your real life story?
Some of the pieces, man. Some of the pieces from my story as well as other people's story. And I went a little bit extreme with some of the pieces, showing what can possibly happen.
Okay.
You never know what the other person's thinking, man. You see so many times in the news where people, they be on that, if I can't have you, nobody can mess, And it happens, man. And I think that for the church, I really wrote it for the church, man. Okay. I think that we need to understand that regardless if we are Holy Ghost filled, we sanctified, if you're handsome, you're handsome. If you're beautiful, you're beautiful. Yeah. And that doesn't stop nobody from coming at you or give you a compliment you may not get from your spouse or get from your husband. So I really wanted this to speak to the body, man, that we're not exempt. We're not exempt. I mean, it's anybody. We're not exempt from it, man. After you get married, people don't start looking handsome or women don't start looking beautiful. It's where you put your mind.
We hope not. You would hope they don't, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you got to say that, man. Focus.
So basically, are you saying that you kind of created this because in the church, maybe, people feel that if you're in church and if you're married, all beds are off. Nobody's looking at you no more. You ain't human. You don't have emotions. You don't have temptations. So you're creating this to say this still can happen.
Yeah, it can happen, man. And again, as I said, you get married, the world don't stop being ugly. There's still some attractive people out there.
Absolutely.
You got willpower, and are you faithful enough to say no?
Yeah.
It's just what it is. And
It's a good question.
and when you're in need of your time or affection or words of affirmation, are you going to be there to give them those things? And if not, when someone else come in and give you those things you need, are you strong enough to fight those things off? Are you strong enough to tell your spouse that you need those things for them? Versus versus just wondering, are they gonna pick it up? You got to tell them sometime, I need this, or do you need this? Ask, am I doing this? Or find what it is. Yeah.
Me and my husband actually have a meeting, and people think it's really weird. We used to do it every 30 days, right? When we were dating, because he had been in relationships where people don't say what's up, and then he'd be like, "Damn, you wilding out? What's up?" And you didn't tell him. So with us, we was like, let's check in. So every month we're like, you still like me? Am I good? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? Are you happy? Am I ugly? Am I getting fat? And it was really, and then as time go on, of course, in real life, it's not every 30 days, but we are 5 years and we still about every 6 months sit down, go over finances, vacations, time, love life, everything, right?
Oh, that's
and it's almost like a business. It is a business, actually. And you have to have those quarterly meetings to make sure the business is running smooth and everything's good. Everybody,
man, listen. Yes.
So it sounds like that this stage play, Her Lives and His Secrets, could be almost like some therapy for people that maybe haven't brought these feelings are here, and they go to the stage play, and then they're like, I'm gonna go home and talk to my husband about this, because that could have happened. Because I've done that. I've been to plays and be like, did you see what she said? Do you feel like that? So I'm excited about that. Tell people when the stage play is going to be available for people to be a part of it, and where they can get tickets and all the goodness.
It's going to be Saturday, February 23rd. At the University of Indianapolis at the Ruth Lilly Performing Arts Hall. That's at 1400 East Hannah Avenue. Again, University of Indianapolis at the Ruth Lilly Performance Hall. I believe the address is 1400 East Hannah Avenue. That's on the campus of the school.
Okay, so there's the information, you guys.
Yes, and tickets are available at DeMarcoPlays.com. That's DeMarcoPlays.com.
Okay. DeMarcoPlays.com is where you want to click right now. KJ's just got a flyer up there right now for you guys to check that out. I'm going to be posting this on my page as well. And, it's not too early. People think, it's February. It's not even February yet, but go ahead and grab your tickets so that you guys can lock that date in. These plays sell out. Don't they sell out?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, the past show sold out of the first one, part 1, 6 shows sold out. So,
yeah.
Come on, y'all.
So, there's nothing like showing up thinking you're going to sneak in at the door and you're going to buy a ticket at the door and they turn you away. It's not a good feeling, guys.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
So don't even do it. It's embarrassing. So, KJ, what's it like working for DeMarco Plays and all the cast members and just, everybody? What's that like for you?
It's a blessing, to be honest with you. I think for me, acting is pretty therapeutic. So whenever I can get the opportunity to learn from somebody and grow as well. But we don't just talk about rehearsals or what he needs me to do on stage. He calls off the clock to see how I'm doing, how my family doing, or he might want to call and talk about the Cowboys or the Bears. You know what I mean?
I see you ripping right now.
But the entire cast is pretty dope. From Lorenz to my stage wife Jasmine, Matthews, 1T, Maya Lee, Cambria, Mario, like everybody. I don't want to miss nobody. My cousin Precious, Alicia, the whole cast is pretty dope. Miss Tina.
So you just shouted at everybody, gave them some love. That's amazing.
The little babies too. I love the little babies.
Oh, y'all got babies in there. Okay. That's got to be fun.
Yeah, they do.
They are beasts.
I can't wait. So, DeMarco, how many cast members do you have that is going to help, make this a successful show?
Cast and production team, we're talking about 32 people.
32 people.
Yeah,
Wow.
32 people. Yeah,
I ain't got
that's
time to
tough.
name all them.
What'd you
Yeah.
say, KJ?
I said I couldn't name all them. To
No.
have time. Eric,
We're gonna take you through that.
Just Kathy, let him use you. You know, all that. Yeah.
So, DeMarco, now I've heard, writers and directors, especially in Indianapolis, say how hard it is to get people that are dedicated to come and, work and show up at every rehearsal, and there's changes and there's whatever. How is that experience for you? And are you using the same exact actors and actress from, number one?
Yeah, we're using, let's go to the, with casting. I think because I've been doing it for a while and people keep saying my name, like I had a few people hit me up, man, you still doing it? It's been 4 years. Yeah, because you stopped don't mean I'm gonna stop.
That's right.
It's just that consistency, and I think that when people see consistency in you and they see quality going up, they want to be a part of it. And even just with KJ and the rest of the crew, I've already had this conversation with them. I got projects I'm doing for the year, so I want to book you for the year on what I got coming up. That way, just like Tyler Perry use the character Mr. Brown all the time, a lot of his things. I want to do the same thing like Spike Lee and Denzel and Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan. I want to be able to use the same people that I have to kind of build that rapport up. That way, when you see DP production, you see KJ, or you see Jasmine or Erica, whoever it may be, Cambria, you know that, okay, it's associated with me. Just like Spike and Denzel. We saw Denzel a lot early on in his career. We knew it was a Spike Lee joint. And that's what I want to build. And I think that when they tell people to report on how good it is working with me, that the actors are getting paid on time and getting paid what they're supposed to get paid, and we keep the environment professional, profanity free. We pray together, and they are actors in training, man. We're always training and teaching them along the way. So I think that to get all that in one environment, man, people, they love it. And we make you feel like, we're going to pray and we're going to work with you as we need to do so.
Awesome. So, again, you are filled with blessings and your spirit is so pure. And the very first time I met you on my show, I thought, who is this guy? I like this guy. This guy makes me look good, right? I was missing out. I had not heard of you, but I came across you on social media and said, get him for me. I need to talk to him. And and so I'm happy, and it's a pleasure to be able to have you here today as I'm continuing to grow. I'm still on the grind, you're still on the grind, meeting, KJ, and just hearing your name throughout the city and even outside of the city. People are definitely, what you said, speaking positivity into what you're doing and being behind you. And when I listen and when I hear you speak, I can see it for you, which a lot of people can't see your vision for you, and people get upset, but I don't mind if people don't see my vision, because it was given to me for me to see. So that's on you. But I see your vision. I can see exactly what you just said. It kind of gives me chills, actually. So, I won't miss it. I'll be there on the 23rd. I think I said the wrong date initially, but I'm going to change my schedule. And I'm just super proud. I'm super proud of you guys for the work that you're putting in and sticking to it. Just like you said, so many people stop when nobody's beckoning for them, when nobody's liking, when nobody's doing whatever, you just keep them going. And so nothing but greatness can continue to come from you with that. So,
amen.
So you got something else going on. You've got these domes that I seen, and I'm like, is that in this city? Where is that at? And where's he keeping that at? And just what? Tell me about these domes.
Yeah, so I have a business. It's called the Dome by DeMarco, and it's inflatable facilities are used for special events, for weddings, anything outdoor. We try to give people an alternative versus being stuck in a tent. Being able to utilize or do their events inside the domes, and things are going well. Things are going extremely well with them.
So the domes are not something that you would do during the winter. It's a summertime thing, especially with it being like 35 below. So it's something you do during the summer. You can book it now in the winter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I had someone do something in the wintertime before. It just took a little bit more for us to heat it up, but it was a successful event. Okay. Was very happy. So we do have the ability to control the climate inside there to make it either hot or cold for guests. So yeah, it's been working. Just wintertime's a little bit more tougher with that weather and that wind, you know.
Yes, I do know. I just came from outside, so I definitely know. So KJ, tell me a little bit more about you. So I know that you're playing the lead role in Her Lies, His Secrets. Now, after this, do you do anything else? Do you do any other acting? You know, and are you just getting started in your acting career with DeMarco?
Let's see. I started acting probably last March, I believe it was. Well, I've been acting a fool my whole entire life, as my mama would say. But I started acting back in March. I did a play called Roxy. That was my first lead role. And then some people who seen that had tagged me to DeMarco's status where he was auditioning for this play, Her Lies, His Secrets. And so I went and auditioned. I'm guessing he liked me, so
Yeah, maybe.
so so I landed the role. I've done a few short films and feature films. I've done a few plays with Katie did Productions. Shout out to Duchess and Kyla. And then, so I did Her Lies, His Secret Part 1, and then obviously we're on Part 2, and I got some other things in the works with him. I don't know if I can speak on yet, but we have some other things for later in the year.
Okay. Well, I am proud of what you guys are doing, and KJ, I just wish you the most success possible in the field, and welcome to the. You know, this is a great position to be in, just starting in March. So
Absolutely.
So thank you. Let me see what's on here. Okay, DeMarco. So as we're bringing the show to a close, I want you to tell people where they can find you on social media. You've got a lot to put out, and I want them to witness it for themselves. Let us know where you're at on social media.
On Facebook, we're DP DeMarco Plays is our Facebook name. We're DeMarco _plays. And then on Twitter, we're DP DeMarco Plays on Twitter. And you guys, we have so many great things coming up. I want you guys to get involved. If you're not an actor, maybe you want to work behind the scenes and work on many plays and films and TV shows we're working on for the latter part of this year. So get involved.
All right. So get involved. Hey, you guys, we want to again thank you, DeMarco. Thank you, KJ, for coming on the Angel Stark Show with Demond Means. We certainly appreciate it, and we are going to be excited to see you guys and be in attendance for the stage play, Her Lies, His Secrets. So you guys have a great day, and I really appreciate your time. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate you having us.
You're welcome.